Hey, I'm Aaron Fish, and this is Fish Food, where we make tasty, approachable snacks. And today, we're making Agedashi tofu-inspired sweet sake teriyaki tofu. All right, so I have some firm tofu, not extra firm, just firm. I cut it, I pressed it a little bit, get some of the juice out, and this is just cornstarch we're gonna roll in here. You can use potato starch, cornstarch, whatever you want. This is gonna help it get crispy. And so I've got the oil sitting about 350 degrees, and we're just gonna toss it in there. And let these get nice and crispy. Now you do want to be careful if you're frying with oil in a pan like this, as you know, it can boil over and cause a lot of problems and injury. So just be very mindful. Luckily there's not a lot of water content in what we're frying because, you know, I squeezed the tofu out, but that's what causes, you know, fryers to boil over and create a giant mess and potentially, you know, a serious injury. So just be mindful and careful. If you're not comfortable frying them like this, use a deeper pot. But you really only need about, you know, an inch of oil because you can flip them. All right, so our tofu is all done frying. I've just been kind of flipping them around until they're nice and crispy. And this is kind of what you're looking for. Now this is a pretty clean oil, so it doesn't look as brown. I mean, that's kind of like, you know, as brown as it's gonna get. And you know, you can fry them longer if you want. I think this is just perfect. All right, so now we're gonna make our broth. So we're just gonna trade those out. Carefully remove this oil pan. Be very careful with it. Now I've got, traditionally this is made with Agedashi stock, but because we're not being traditional by any means, I've just got some vegetable stock. We're keeping this vegetarian. All right, we're gonna put some of this sweet teriyaki sake in there. We've got a little bit of sugar, some ginger slices, just letting those go in. A little bit of soy sauce. Now there's soy powder in the sweet teriyaki sake, so you don't need like a lot of soy sauce. And then this is just some mirin. So sort of some traditional aspects, some not traditional aspects, but hey, you know, cooking is all about having fun, trying to make delicious tasty snacks, and that's what we do. Okay, so I just brought the stock to a simmer, let it simmer for like 3 minutes. We're just trying to extract some of the flavor of this ginger, but I'm not really that worried about it because we also have some grated ginger for a garnish. So we're gonna start off with, we're gonna put the broth in the bottom. And you know, some ginger slices are fine. It's not too bad. It's cooked a little bit if you want some. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and start placing our tofu in here. You just wanna create like a nice little tofu tower. One piece, what do you think? Oh yeah. And then garnish time. I've got all kinds of stuff. So here's some fresh grated ginger. We're just gonna kind of drop a couple little spots on here. It's all right, it can get into the broth a little bit too. That's gonna really help with the sake teriyaki. Is gonna be really good. All right. And of course, some fresh zest to help it pop a little bit. A little lemon, a little lime. It's just gonna make it delicious. Okay, I have some seeds. So this is just a seed mix that I made with actually the Spiceology Everything Spice Bagel Spice Blend, as well as some pepitas and sunflower seeds. So they add like a nice little crunch. Definitely not traditional by any means, but delicious nonetheless. And then, just to finish it off, just some slivered green onions. I soaked in some ice cold water, and it makes a beautiful onion garnish. All right, so time to get into this Agedashi that's not Agedashi. Alrighty, so I'm just gonna go with the guy in the bottom. I mean, I want the flavor, I want all of that. It's delicious. Get it out. Oh, come on, my chopstick skills are not good. All right, here we go. Oh yeah. You know, honestly, the ginger, the sweet teriyaki soy, the fried tofu, and then even having that seed mix, I mean, it just creates a balanced dish. It's really good. Not traditional in any sense, but you know, you've got the crispiness, the sweet, the hot, the acidic, you know, the zest pops it. The green onions add this nice fresh element to it, and that is delicious fish food.